Hey guys, welcome back to Ultra Ninja Gaming. We're playing more Tales of Arise, part 12. Uh, this might be the last or second to the last part of the stream. I'm pretty sure we might finish it today. If not, we'll finish it next time. So this weekend we'll definitely finish this game, story-wise at least, and move on to something else. We'll see. October is upon us, and I do want to play some horror games, so we'll see what I end up doing. But for now, let's finish Tales of Arise, continue on. Dun dun! Music's so epic. Alright, we're gonna go and explore. I remember what was over here? It's been like a few days since I last played. Oh, we gotta go over here. Any hidden chests? We're just gonna look around. You see me running around, going back and forward. I'm just looking around in case there's something here that I probably missed. Perhaps? Yes, there's a chest here. Yes, sir. Gonna pick that up. Let's see what else. What else can we find? That's it? Just that one random chest? Okay. Okay, game. Okay. Oh, here. Nothing? Nothing here. Alright, let's go.
Is something going on?
Sounds like it. Kisara wants us all to meet at the castle entrance. Taking in the view again?
Yeah. Looking at the scenery helps take my mind off things.
Like what?
Being a maiden. Whether I really am a descendant of Naori. Those kinds of things.
So, are you mad at me?
For what?
I destroyed the Renaissance. Right as you were about to get rid of your thorns forever.
Why did you destroy it?
When I saw it appear in front of me, it reminded me of what happened back on Lenegus. And the rest was... it was all just a blur. I'm sorry.
It must have been a pretty terrible memory. Besides, we don't know that the Renis Alma actually was destroyed. For all we know, it might have disappeared with that red woman.
If so, then why are
Don't. It's okay. You brought me back. You got me away from Volron. That's enough for now. Let's get going. We shouldn't keep everyone waiting.
Kisara said she wanted everyone to meet at the castle entrance. Hey, Shion.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But if you come any closer, you'll only end up getting hurt.
Because of your thorns, you mean? Trust me, I've endured...
No, that's not it. You don't understand, Never mind. Sorry, just forget I said anything, okay?
If it isn't your thorns, does that mean there's something else?
It's just... It's nothing, really, okay? So you can stop asking me.
Okay. In that case, I'll see you up ahead, okay? Guess I misread the landing.
Oh, it's you two. I suppose that makes me the last one, then.
We better get a move on, or else we'll never hear the end of it from Kisara.
Right you are. A month has passed since we vanquished Volron. I would have thought that the Renans on Lenegis would have made their move by now. Yet they still remain as silent as ever. We have no idea what happened to Volron's body, nor its whereabouts. The Red Woman also has yet to reappear, for that matter. And contrary to what I had heard, when the Renis Alma formed, not 5, but 6 elements were present, with darkness constituting the 6th and final master core. Were either of you aware of this?
You mean about the Renis Alma? Of course not.
Same. I had no idea a Darkness Master Core even existed.
What about Shion's maiden powers?
No. That was the first I learned about that, too. Or anything about having that power.
Me too. I remember thinking the same thing.
What could it all mean, I wonder? There are so many questions with too few answers, particularly when it comes to that red woman and her abilities.
Were it any other ability that used astral energy, I'd say it was an astral art. But hers was different.
Speaking of astral energy, we also mustn't forget that while the other Master Cores disappeared when forming the Renis Alma, for some reason the Fire Master Core remained. It may well have been the work of your maidenly powers. Alphen, are you still able to wield the blazing sword as before?
For now, at least. That Renis Alma sucked most of the energy out of the Fire Master Core, but it still has enough for me to use the sword.
And the sword is safe inside of me for the time being.
Good. At least that's one thing we needn't concern ourselves over.
You can say that again. We have more than enough to deal with as it is. Let's go.
Hey, wait up!
I heard we are all to meet at the castle entrance.
This is Ganya, who has a problem he needs help with. I was just about to ask him what that problem is.
All right, then. Well, tell us what's on your mind, Ganya.
I'm hungry.
You're hungry? Where are your rations? Did you not get yours?
I did.
Are they not enough?
No, I have enough.
Then what's the problem?
Alphen, you have to remember, these people aren't used to responding so quickly. Be slow and gentle with him.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry about that. So you have your rations, and it's enough food, but there's still something wrong with them. What is it exactly?
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I got that part.
Do your rations taste bad?
I don't know.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't eaten them, so I don't know how they taste.
Wait, if you're not eating them, then what are you doing with them?
Bringing them into the castle.
What? Why? Wait, back up. Are others doing this? Who told you to bring your rations in?
Everyone in my group is doing it. I don't know who told us to do it. They only said to bring the rations into the castle.
I'm guessing none of us told them to do it, or else we'd know, right?
I was afraid that something like this might happen. The people in this capital are slowly regaining their own wills, but not everybody is getting them back at the same rate.
Are you saying someone who got their will back sooner might be taking rations from other people? If so, that's a serious problem.
Definitely. This is something we can't ignore. We need to investigate the castle.
It seems like the people here still tend to blindly follow any orders they're given.
It's a reflex that was quite literally beaten into them. Undoing it will take some time.
I know it's not their fault they're like that, but it's still irritating to deal with.
Hey, remind me, just what exactly are we all doing here?
What do you mean? We're helping people, aren't we?
Could have fooled me. Lately it feels like everything we're doing ends up half-baked. We liberated the people of Pelagian, but their hearts and minds are no less under the yoke than the day we found them. As for Volron's cronies, we have no idea where they scampered off to.
You think I don't already know all that? We're doing everything we can, aren't we? We didn't choose to get stuck here. Sometimes you have to play the hand you're dealt. Besides, you've seen all the same things I have. You know as well as I do that deposing the lords alone won't solve all the world's problems.
Rinwell's right. We've gotten this far, haven't we? We can't just leave things unfinished now.
I guess? I mean, I didn't think we'd be singing around the campfire as soon as the wall came down, but still.
The fight isn't over just yet. At least not while Lenegis remains a threat.
I'm just sick of all this waiting. If they're gonna invade, why don't they get a move on already?
Stop that! Don't you think we've got enough problems as it is without you tempting fate? Spot something?
Oh, no. Just wondering if I could see any armored guards.
Armored guards? You mean Volron's soldiers?
The moment we defeated their lord, all those guys bolted out of there. And not just out of the castle either. The city, too. For better or worse, it was the guards who looked after the city's Danans. Without them, making Pelagian half-habitable again has been one big headache.
It's not like they were on their last legs. They could have chosen to stay and fight, but instead they ran away and disappeared without a trace.
But without a lord to follow, they can't have any place to go. Unless... You don't think they went to Lenegis, do you?
It's not completely out of the question. Though I'd say it's more likely they're biding their time somewhere, just waiting for the perfect moment to strike back at us.
The people here in Pelagian are nowhere near ready to defend themselves. Great. Another headache to worry about. Is it just me, or was today's dinner a little low on salt?
I felt that it was seasoned perfectly, so as to bring out the flavor of the ingredients.
Last taste buds are still like a kid's, so if his food isn't rich enough, I bet he doesn't feel like he's eaten anything at all.
Don't make fun of me! We all need salt in order to survive!
He has a point. You do lose stamina if you don't get enough salt in your body.
Yeah, I remember seeing people trying to lick the rocks back in Calaglia.
What? Why would anybody do that?
Sometimes you can find rocks out there that taste salty. They used to say it was because of all the tears we slaves shed.
Most likely, that was actually rock salt that they found. When our provisions ran low, Miguel would often bring some back for us to use. At the time, we used it because it's all we had. But now there's something hearty about rock salt I like. Even more than table salt.
Is it possible, perhaps, to find any rock salt in these parts?
It is. You have to know what you're looking for, but when I find any, I always break some up to refill our supply. The flavor even changes depending on what kind of terrain it comes from. Sometimes I end up collecting more than we need, just in case we like it.
Wow, Kisara's really serious about her salt.
You can always count on Kisara to be earnest. That's why we have to do our part and not add any more to her burden. I wonder if something happened.
Huh?
Well... yeah.
No way.
Huh? Got it. Boomy! Boomy!
Heck? Are you stuck on that too?
No, really. I kinda see where they're coming from.
Are you okay with anything as long as it's round and flies? Oh, hey!
Seriously?
Hmm? Well...
Well... Hmm?
Huh? Huh?
That's just...
I guess...
yeah. Law.
Yeah! Huh?
Oh?
Oh, wow! All right! I wasn't expecting a thank you for that.
Maybe socializing with people is helping to jog his memory bit by bit. You did good, Law.
Thanks.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
one of your friends, Hoodle? Well... Hey! Got it!
Huh?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Gonna search through this whole castle?
Oh, quit grumbling. This sort of stuff's old hat for us by now.
Yeah, you've got a point, but...
It's not going to take forever, Law, I promise. Let's just do what we came here to do and get out.
Very well.
Well...
Hey.
Pardon me?
What the hell? Do these guys not realize who we are?
Doesn't seem that way. They must think we're just Danins from the town.
Whatever's going on, these are Volron soldiers. Watch yourself.
Radiant
Rending you apart.
The enemy wields arc too.
You can see them!
Bloody hell! Resonate with the
Here I go. Raging lunar storm.
This one's mine! Radiant Storm! Up in air!
Totally! In an instant!
it! Impact block!
We work well together.
Like a finely timed
Coming
waltz.
through!
Here I come!
Ray! Wind Astrolabe! Yeah.
Hey.
You don't say.
Well...
Well?
How?
Oh, wow!
So then.
I can't believe how quickly you got all those soldiers to obey you, Dohalim.
Actually, they were abiding Renan hierarchy. Not me personally.
Well, either way, it solved the problem, and that's what counts.
You finally made it.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well, let's see what they have.
Oh?
What?
Yes! Just great. What?
What?
Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Right.
Very nice.
Yes! Got it.
Just a minute.
Great!
What?
Yes! great. Phew.
Hey,
No way.
oh? Hey,
Sorry.
How?
Amazing.
Yes!
Hey. What?
Very nice.
Alvin! She owns stuffing bread with marble curry!
now I can eat this every day.
Jeez, Jill, you're hooked on that stuff.
I've talked to the soldiers and made it clear that they are to remain in line. Things should stay calm for the time being.
I know Renans tend to take authority extremely seriously, but you sure know how to throw your weight around as a former lord.
I only managed to get through to them because Volron's curse is lifting, but not to the extent that they can act independently as of yet. Considering we had other matters to attend to for the past month, we should consider ourselves lucky that nothing occurred during our absence.
But if they do start operating independently again, that's going to cause a whole new set of problems to deal with.
Indeed. Geneth Heros is unlike Menancia. Without intervention, they'll likely revert to oppressing the Danans as they were doing before.
Meaning there's still a lot of work to be done in this realm. Not that there aren't problems among the Danans, too.
Yes. There was no way to avoid the deep-seated conflicts that had festered here. But I just hate that we had to use your position as a lord to solve the situation, Dohalim.
Had I not intervened, yet more blood would have spilled here, and nobody wishes for that.
So, what's going to happen to the Renans here now?
Why do you ask?
We've stripped the soldiers of their armor and locked them up. They can't hurt you guys anymore. I promise.
So they're alive? They're not going to die?
What?
Those people deceived us. They did terrible, terrible things to us. They made us suffer. Long before you guys came along. For years and years and years. It was constant. Never stopped. Not even for a day. So many people died. Our parents, our children, our friends. They all died. They were murdered. And it was the Renans. The Renans were the ones who did it. They killed us. Why do they get to live after so many of us have died? The bastards should die! Every last one of them!
I know how you feel, Ganya. I used to be a slave, and I hated the Renans just like you. I took up the blazing sword to bring them down. But along the way, I've met many people and seen many things. People refusing the hand life dealt them. People who have lost loved ones, but are still trying to make this world a better place. People driven by hate who stopped before it was too late. And those who couldn't and paid with their lives. And I fought plenty of people who were all too happy to make others suffer. Believe me. But after a while, I came to realize that it's not the Renans who are our true enemies.
Then what the hell are we fighting if it's not them?
We're fighting against anyone who tries to take what doesn't belong to them.
But that's what these Renans are doing. How is that any different?
Because I judge everyone by their own actions. That goes for Danans too. Because at the end of the day, at the root of all evils committed is an individual who committed them.
You're right, Alphen. It seems like people are either blaming an entire race for one individual's sins, or an individual for everyone else's mistakes. But all that does is add more hate in a world that's already full of it. I want to help create a society where people can finally stop suffering and move beyond their pain. But if we try to do that with more violence, then we'll just end up right back where we started in the first place.
All right. Have it your way. I can't argue with the folks that helped us get back our ability to think and speak freely again.
Is that to say you trust us then?
I don't trust the Renans as far as I can throw them. I trust you guys because of who you are and what you've done.
Fair enough. We won't let you down, Ganya.
What's the matter, Kisara? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, nothing. It's fine, really. I'm just a bit worried about what'll happen to all these folks.
Right. It'll take time before they start thinking for themselves again.
Indeed, that is part of it. However, what I'm even more worried about is what will happen to them after that. What do you think they're going to want once they realize how cruel Volron was to them?
Probably revenge.
What happened to Ganeth Haros is the worst form of oppression we've seen, but treated cruelly or kindly, slaves will rise up.
Lenegis aside, there are still remnants of Renan supremacists scattered throughout Dana.
You mean all that trouble we went through to get rid of the Lords might just lead to more violence? That's the last thing I want to see happen.
Of course not. And if we don't do something to prevent it all from starting up again, there could be even more bloodshed for us to regret. There's still a lot we don't know about the Renan rulers. Whatever the face of truth behind their veil, it's on us to put a stop to them. But there is one thing that's clear. Whatever we do to finally end it, our motives can't be getting back at the Renans, or it'll all be for nothing.
So, what exactly is it that you're saying? That we should just act as if nothing happened?
Law's right. We can't expect everyone to just forget all the pain they've endured up until now. Not so easily, at least.
But we have to at least try to change course. We can't just keep allowing history to repeat itself like this.
Exactly. Look, I won't deny that between the crown contest and 300 years of oppression, there's a lot of bad blood between the Danans and the Renans. But all these problems are just too big for us to try to carry the burden on our own. We'll keep doing our part in the interim, but we need to take this one battle at a time.
Glad that work's taken care of.
I don't think we're done just yet. I want you all to stick around a little longer. There might still be people who need our help.
When you think about it, thinking for yourself can be a heavy responsibility at times.
Yeah, it's not like your mind will only ever think about good, happy things for one.
Maybe so. But I'll still take that burden over living life as a puppet serving others. That's why I want to do everything I can to help these people.
Where are you going?
Since when do I need your permission to move around?
I wasn't saying that you do. Though I'm not sure why you're biting my head off about it either.
Oh, that's so typical of you. How can you be so relaxed about all this? At this very moment, the enemy is doing who knows what behind the scenes. And yet we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs in Ganeth Harros.
I know that, but our hands are tied right now. What do you want me to do? And what's gotten into you anyway? Is there something you want to say to me, Shion?
Look, you're right. Forget I said anything.
If I said something to hurt you, I'm sorry. But I honestly don't know what I said to upset you so much. I really wish you would tell me.
You don't need to apologize. You didn't say anything. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. Not really.
Then why?
Please just drop it. I don't want to talk about it.
All right. If that's what you want, I won't push any further.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. Just don't be too hard on yourself, okay? No way! All right. Having to inform a mother her son died isn't an easy thing to do.
But if not us, then who? That's why we have to find her.
Sorry.
Yes.
All right.
can she think of putting her son to rest as work?
Because that's the way people were made to think about every aspect of their lives.
I know she doesn't mean anything bad by it. I know that, but...
It looks like she went out of town to take care of her son's body.
That's a little concerning. There's Zoogles roaming around out there. We should follow after her.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
This poem is sure to leave an impression. This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
So, Halim, care if I hang out for a while? Another fine day for journeying, huh?
Tell me, do you ever find yourself tiring of the vagabond existence?
It's better than being enslaved, that's for sure. I get to pick my own destination, for starters. You don't get those luxuries as a slave.
Shackle a man's feet, and you put a clamp on his heart as well.
Then there was the food. Gross slop that left you in a permanent state of hunger. Ugh, you wouldn't believe the things I ate to keep from starving. What about you? This must all sound pretty alien to someone who used to be a lord.
Is that a hint of interest in my past I detect?
I guess that's one way to put it.
Well, certainly starvation was never a concern I had to contend with. The day-to-day grind was largely taken care of for me. I even had help getting in and out of clothes. All that was required of me was standing still while looking solemn.
That's quite the downgrade you've made. It's a wonder you don't sound more bitter.
This might surprise you, but I actually don't find our current situation all that disagreeable. My own hardships paled in comparison to yours, granted. But life as a lord came laden with its own restrictions. Forgive me. Such complaints must sound like feeble extravagances to a Danon.
True, Renan opulence doesn't feature high on my sympathy list. And again, yours isn't exactly a normal case.
I suppose it's not. Sometimes, I can't help but wonder how much easier life would have been without the trappings of nobility.
You really mean that?
Pay me no heed. Not but the ramblings of a privileged eccentric. Whatever my past, it has led to my being here. That is all the reality I need concern myself with. I suppose we should call it a day. Shall we get moving?
I misread the landing.
Hey, look at that enemy. It's shining.
This won't be easy.
Don't be such a pessimist.
Captivity! Take this! Elusive deity! Begin! Bet that shell's hiding something tasty. I'll face you. No further! No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here I go. It's over.
Begin!
Leave the enemy's arms to me.
Keep going! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
That was almost too easy.
No enemy can stand against us.
If only every battle went so well.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it. Yes.
What?
Hmm? Hmm?
I'm afraid not.
I'm sorry.
Rinwell.
Huh?
Whew.
Hmm?
Good.
Hmm.
Right.
That little speech you gave back there was pretty impressive, Alphen.
If you call letting your emotions get the better of you impressive, sure.
It made them stop fighting with each other, right? However you managed it, you knocked some sense into Rinwell and Dohalim, and that mother.
Yeah. I can see my decision to travel with you was well made.
Something's eating at you again, huh?
I don't know if I would say that. I mean... Actually, I guess I do have one or two things on my mind. My people, we lived in hiding, so we never really experienced the full extent of Renan oppression. Not directly, anyway. After Almadria killed my mother and father, though, I guess that's when I started hating them so much. The Renans, I mean. But then I think of all those people who were born into slavery. The ones who never even got angry in the first place because it was all they ever knew.
I hear you. Every city we've been to, it's the Resistance that gets labeled the troublemakers for having the guts to do the right thing.
When it comes down to it, sometimes I wonder which of us really has the better way.
You can't let your anger eat away at you, Rinwell. But then again, losing your parents that way... Hell, who could really blame you for it if you did? I guess what I'm trying to say is... sorry. Hell, it's hard putting this stuff into words.
No, I get it. You're saying that grief and anger are different than hatred. I never thought of it like that. But hearing you say it, it makes sense. Thanks, Law.
You're welcome? Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
think we've helped these people just about as much as we can. They're going to need more long-term aid than we can provide on our own.
You're right. We need to ask the other realms to send help, and fast. Another reason to hurry and find a way out of Ganath Haros.
Agreed. We'll start looking for a way out tomorrow. For now, we should spend the day resting up while we can.
What?
What's that noise?
Helvin, this is bad! Look at the sky!
Huh?
What's happening to Rena and Lenegis?
It looks like Lenegis is transforming? But into what? What's going on?
How the hell are we supposed to fight the Renans if they're packing that kind of arsenal?
It seems they've broken their silence at last. My concern is that object they've dropped into the water. It's as if they're driving a literal wedge into Dana.
Not just into Dana, but her own resistance too. And what's with that beam of light coming down from above? Got any idea what that could be?
Astral energy.
Are you serious? All of that is astral energy? But that...
It's a lot for sure. Not even all the astral energy harvested by every lord combined compares to that column.
They're trying to squeeze every last bit of energy out of the planet.
But why? I thought they only needed to harvest astral energy as part of the crown contest.
Who cares? If we don't stop it now, the whole of Dana is going to be hollowed into oblivion.
Oblivion.
Do you think that red woman is behind this?
It certainly wouldn't surprise me. Just as the Sovereign, the Maiden, and all 5 Master Cores are gathered in one location, she appears out of nowhere bearing a 6th core. She then forces the 2 of you to help her assemble the Renis Alma. Just what kind of person is this woman?
You mean you don't know her?
Pardon?
She was there at your palace, wasn't she? I figured you knew who she was.
Are you saying I should be familiar with this woman?
Well, sure. I remember seeing her with you back at Adelina Palace several times. Everyone in the guard always wondered who she was.
Now that you mention it, I remember seeing her with Balsif, too. You saw her, right, Shion? Shion?
Oh, sorry, I drifted off. As far as I remember, the first time I saw her was when we ran into her in Pelagian.
Seriously? How could you two not notice her before? She sticks out like a sore thumb.
I guess I always figured she kept an eye on the lords for the Renin top brass.
You're sure you don't remember ever seeing her before?
I'm certain of it. My memory has never failed me.
But if it's not that, then...
We'll get to the bottom of this later. Right now, that wedge is a bigger concern.
Well, what are we gonna do then? We're not gonna be able to leave Ganeth Haros until we come up with a plan, right?
Cyslodia lies beyond the northern mountain range.
Yeah, but we haven't found a single route through those mountains while we've been here. And we haven't gotten clues from any of the freed locals either.
Surely there must be a way through. This realm can't have been completely isolated from the rest of the outside world for 300 years. Volron may have simply sealed and hidden it.
Okay, then let's try asking the townspeople again if they know anything. Who knows? We might have missed something the first time around.
Sounds good to me. Better that than trying to build a boat from scratch. Let's start searching.
That must be Rena's true power.
I imagined there would be something, but not to this extent.
What's gonna happen now?
We ask around. Let's do what we can.
Hey, when that wedge dropped down on Dana, did anyone else see any weird lights shoot out with it?
Indeed. As I recall, it was 4 lights, each one a different color and going in a separate direction.
That's what I saw too. What were they?
Hold on. A lot just happened here, so let's take a minute. For now, let's focus on one thing at a time.
I bet the whole of Dana's losing its mind right about now.
And just when we'd finished liberating all the realms. So much for things getting somewhere close to normal.
It's too calculated. As if whoever's behind all this was watching us.
The people of Pelegion seem pretty unfazed given the circumstances.
They've yet to get the full range of their emotions back. Maybe it's for the best. Can you imagine the panic otherwise?
Yeah, we wouldn't have been able to leave. That's for sure.
Whatever Lenegis is planning, it's a fair bet this wedge they've sent down is just the beginning.
Even now, they're stealing away Dana's astral energy as we speak. Come on. We don't have much time.
Where are these Foreland Mountains exactly?
Those are the mountains you encounter if you walk deep enough into the Lavtu marshlands.
I don't remember there being any sort of path like that around there.
It's possible we overlooked something before. It wouldn't hurt to look again.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Hey, if we...
No way.
All right? You don't say. Stay calm.
Huh?
Good.
Sure.
Perhaps you shouldn't have gotten your hopes up.
I felt moved by people whose love transcended the boundaries of race. I wanted to hope.
I can see why you'd feel that way, I suppose.
Huh?
Ridiculous.
Got it.
Right.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
Yeah!
Sure. How did it come to this?
You're a beautiful woman, Xion. That's a good thing, right?
Wait, Kisara. Hey, Kisara! How did it come to this?
Armored soldiers!
Some of Volron's former guards.
Let's take them out quick before things get messy.
Glory unto Volron!
Lay down your arms, and no one has to get hurt.
Silence! Traitors like you shall never walk free!
I knew you were stubborn, but you don't have to be so damn dramatic.
Arrow roll! Firmament Ranger! Now for something
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
Shut him down.
Don't mind if I do!
Plenty left.
Now or never.
Rusty nail! One more time!
Burning strike. Water.
Here goes! Firmament Ranger!
You're mine!
Arrow Spore!
Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me have it! Don't mind if I do! The waters of creation! Magic is out! Seal!
Where are you going?
Close one! Right back at Firmament Ranger! Arrow! We managed to turn the tide!
For now, but things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
Denied.
Burn in hell!
First aid! Hup! Here's another! Here goes!
I thought you more defensively minded.
Defense via threat elimination.
So the best defense is a good offense.
Go Tiger Blade! Firmament Ranger! Arrow Spore!
Doubly! In an instant! Impact Clock!
What's with the hole here? Is that supposed to be their hideout?
It doesn't look like it's freshly dug, whatever it is. Maybe it's the entrance to a path to Cyslodia. Everything all right?
Hmm? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Let's go. I don't know when it happened, but we sure are hauling a lot of stuff these days.
I was just thinking the exact same thing. Glad to hear I'm not the only one.
We should probably clear some stuff out, like our old weapons we're not using anymore. They must be in pretty bad shape by now.
No way. Those are still good as new with a little polishing. If anything, I'd say all our armor is what's weighing us down.
But that armor's also still good once you fix it up. Besides, better to have too much armor than too little. You can trust me on that one.
Well, what about all these dumb old antiques we're lugging around? If we sell those off, that should lighten our load. Simpletons such as yourself who can't appreciate the true worth of such things is how precious art vanishes from history. Pretty art's not gonna save you in a fight, man.
Stop it, you guys! This is no time to...
All I really meant to say is, you can tell how much we've been through by everything we're carrying around. Honestly, that's all.
Oh.
My deepest apologies. It appears that I may have rather overreacted.
Yeah, I guess it's only natural we'd have so many souvenirs by now. I might have been out of line too.
I guess all this stuff really is a sign of how far we've come together.
Yeah, every little piece is its own treasure filled with memories.
We're still standing. Barely.
Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Danon master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Denon master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Danon techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. This place is rather gloomy.
Why don't you lighten the mood for us while we're here then?
I'll see what I can do.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
Say no more!
Easy peasy, ha hoodle.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Xion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Xion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
further! Radiant shield! Water! One more! Here I call! I can shatter any speed! Tiger Wow! Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Try this!
Hit! More with it! One more! Alvin! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting. It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, and chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Right, here goes!
You want this? Come get me!
One last one! By the power of water! Where are you going? Look cute and stuff, but they're vicious!
Got fires!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle
handle it.
May 1,000 gallons carry the threat.
Prepare to be sealed, O lethal foot. Actually, perhaps sound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Who wants to die next?
Here goes! Reload! Bullseye!
Water, hear my call.
Spread!
We turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
You're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the
Feistier than
best
you
I
look.
can.
Can't change the future without getting your hands
Reassuring to
dirty.
have you around. But fair.
Go get it!
With this, I can become even stronger.
In the water's edge, I see but for a moment, one Ganeth Harros.
I hate to break it to you, man, but what you're saying isn't deep at all.
That's far enough. Here goes.
One last
Only
one.
getting this one.
This one's mine!
Water, hear my call.
Your wings won't save you from me.
You think this is coming? Water, hear my call. Here, I got
I can carve through armor! Rising Wyvern!
Here's the great fight.
Glacial spear.
Here's the evil.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that.
None shall escape my judgment.
Arrow squall! I can do this all day. We managed to turn the tide.
For now. But things could shift at a moment's notice.
You're right. Better stay alert.
Here, let me help.
One last one.
Going in.
Glacial spear.
Take that.
Here's the evil.
Bullseye.
Freeze blade. Here goes.
Hurricane far enough.
Rising Wyvern!
Hurricane flame.
Go get it.
Phoenix!
Bullseye.
Magna ray. Crescent
Ferocious
moon.
Fury!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen. I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zuvul cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Volron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Ignite!
Water, hear my call.
You got company.
Be careful, everyone! This one isn't normal! The flame inside me!
Pesky airborne scoundrels.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Tidal wave. Flame of
I think you can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over!
Who said anything about letting off?
in here.
Hear me.
Rising Wyvern!
Tidal wave. Glacial spear. Here's the evil.
Take this!
Freeze lancer.
Hurricane
Cut.
Go get ready.
Xion, astral energy. Full throttle.
That worked like a dream.
I pity anyone who stands in our way.
Hey, new equipment!
May 1,000 gales carry you to shreds!
Come one, come all!
How about this?
Here I go! I'm only getting started! Firmament Render! Here, let me help! Seal! First aid! Let's get you all tucked away! None, sir! The waters of Crete! Blah, blah, blah! Right away!
On guard!
None, sir! Get my judgment! One more!
Try harder!
Bullseye!
Time to let it rip!
You've got pretty impressive aim there. Thought of picking up the rifle yourself? No, this is more my style.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! This is the power of the blazing sword! Gotta break through!
May 1,000 gales tear you to shreds! Firmament Render! Here's the evil! Is that statue wielding art? Now I've seen everything! Where did that came from? Water! Here are Firmament Render! Fled! Glacier Field! Here's the evil! One more!
An astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Blah, blah, blah! Freeze Lancer! I'm only getting started! Do it!
Sometimes I wonder where you come up with those moves.
I could say the same to you.
Good thing we're on the same side, huh?
Looks like some solid equipment.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renaissance, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
No, Halim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cislodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell, are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelagian.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Firmament render! Switch door! Arrow wall! Firmament render! Water! Here go!
Can't get out of this!
Tiger blade! Glacier spear!
Burn!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
Damn it! Too fast!
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about letting off?
I can carve through armor!
Tiger blade!
Don't get complacent.
As impressive as always.
And here I hope there will be truth.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion...
Soaring light spear!
Wow, look what I just found. Seriously? Is this a joke?
None shall escape. They're surrounding us. Going in. In here.
Ready and rare!
On guard!
The water shall escape. God magic. Right away.
They got flyers!
I've got this. Let a marksman handle it.
All yours! Finish it! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix
Cyclone! You did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Is every shield you own that big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you you even walk with this thing?
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law.
Yeah, we're getting close.
This will be a delicious piece of cake. Here I go. Only getting one started. Get behind me. Here's another.
Rising Falcon!
Here goes. One more.
Rising Falcon!
Radiant here.
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
Now, no sooner said than done.
Going in.
Tidal wave.
Here I come!
Hurricane strike.
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
A freezing storm. Hurricane strike.
Rising Phoenix!
Arctic waterfall. Freeze lancer.
Lightning Blast! Rising Falcon!
Hit. How about this? Purge malevolence. Arctic waterfall. Freeze lancer.
Demon Fang! Destruction!
Hurricane strike.
Let's refrain from losing.
Out of our way. Purge malevolence. In here. Pierce evil. I'll be saving this one. The water wave. Blah blah blah. Magic. Tidal wave. Storm.
Be still!
Don't worry. I'm after one here. Where's evil? One more. Freeze lancer. Hurricane strike. Going in. Searing flame. Reload. This one.
astral point?
That's my cue.
Shut him down!
More where that came from.
You really don't need my help, huh?
One last one.
Who else will cook and clean for me?
Damn
Here's
it.
another.
I should get my trap shot.
You're feistier than you look.
Can't change the future without getting your hands dirty.
Dramatic. Burning strike.
Sometimes I wonder where you come up with those moves.
I could say the same to you.
Good thing we're on the same side, huh?
I'll do my best.
Burning trigger.
On guard.
Rising Phoenix!
In here.
This one's mine.
Tidal wave. Hurricane strike.
Going in.
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Here's evil. Hit. One more. Freeze lancer.
Here I come!
A victory for the ages.
Hey, what do you say we fight that shot?
I have a bad feeling about
Firmament
this.
render.
Rising Wyvern!
Going in. Sleep now. I'll be saving this one. Art expert coming through. Reload.
Glacial spear.
Here's evil. Waterfall. Freeze lancer. Radiant pierce.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Sealed.
You're mine!
All right. It's time. Reload. Mega ray. Hit. Annihilation. May a thousand gales carry you to death.
Finish it!
I'm almost. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Here, let me help.
Rising
First
Wyvern!
aid. I'll cover you.
Rising Falcon!
Recover. I owe you one for that. One more. Water. Here's the hole.
You're mine!
Red.
Hurricane
Here's
Phoenix!
the evil. Freeze laser. Take that. Do it. Here goes.
Dragon!
Here's another.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
We made it to Cislodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Harros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem with sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cislodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah. Now we can focus on finding a ship.
A boat, huh? Where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it. Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harros should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harros would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
We finally made it.
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh!
Great!
Oh!
Huh. Yes!
Okay. How?
The fish could be dwindling even as we speak.
Time is of the essence. Let's hurry.
I think you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
Seriously?
I guess.
What?
All right.
Huh?
You did it!
What is it?
We finally made it.
All right?
I guess.
Oh.
Hey.
Is that so? Good. I see. That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I wonder if something happened.
What? Good grief. Yeah! Yes! All right. I'm gonna do it. Just you watch, Alvin.
Watch what? You getting clothes?
No, not the clothes. I'm talking about asking the hottest lady in town out on a date.
We've reached our destination.
I see someone who looks troubled about something.
A little compassion can make all the difference. I propose we...
Huh?
Why?
Oh yeah? Dohalim.
It'd be bad news if this had something to do with that wedge business.
What I don't get is, why here? What could possibly be out here?
We'll find out for ourselves whether it's coincidence or something more. Always good to be back in familiar territory.
I sense a poor soul who is in dire need.
Sounds like art.
Huh? You? Yeah. Could that be... What the hell? Oh, come on! Again? I'm skeptical. Maybe if we use that. You did it! Calm down, dude. Let's hurry.
What language was that? Lawese? I didn't understand a word of it.
Sorry about that. That was Patvo, an old friend of mine. He's like a little bro to me. There's a Zoogle on the loose that he couldn't finish off. Want to help deal with it?
Another? Well, I guess it can't be helped. Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
Well, most of the perches are filled up now. Frankly, I'm amazed there's so many of these guys.
What cautious lives they must have lived. They deserve credit for their vitality.
They're all so lovely individually, but I think they look downright awe-inspiring, and so many of them are gathered together in one place.
I don't know. It's hard to relax with all of them eyeballing us at once.
Yeah, I guess owls do seem to stare.
You've done well.
He's at it again.
Come on, you know you like it.
Frankly, I never thought you'd gather so many of us.
You are so quick to rescue those in need. You have given us a big, happy family.
We're on the brink of extinction. We must work together if we are to change our fate.
You carry a heavy burden.
Don't you worry. We can change fate. You won't be alone. I promise.
This isn't just your fight. I'm here for you too. I want us both to be together.
That was you interpreting for the owls, right?
Yeah, of course.
It's nice to see everyone getting along, but perhaps we should be moving on.
Just who was that conversation between?
Try not to think about it too much. Besides, there's still a few empty perches left.
We've come this far. Why stop now, right?
Hey, Hootle. Once we've managed to gather all the owls, after that... Huh?
We finally made it.
Alright guys, I'm gonna stop right here. We got pretty far. We just did a lot of back and forward talking, picked up a bunch of side quests, which I'm probably gonna be doing on my own. Just to save on time and just focus more on the story and get to the ending a lot quicker during the stream. So probably tomorrow when we play again, we'll see if we can finish it. I'll see if I can play as much as I can tomorrow and finish it, hopefully. If not, we'll do another stream, I guess. And if we don't finish it Friday, we'll finish it Saturday or Sunday. Pretty much just this week, and every day I'll play and make sure to play for at least 4 hours, if not more, on the next part. So hopefully we'll be done by then. But I'm going to cut it short for today. But I'll make it up tomorrow, as we're just going to focus on the story tomorrow. Same time as today. We'll start around the same time. And then play as long as it takes. So, see you all soon. And I might play tonight. If not, I'll see if I can play tomorrow, because I also want to see if I can stream something else, either on YouTube or Twitch. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. We'll see, because I have so many other games planned. So, and October to be a big month, and I have some big plans, some games I want to play during that month. Man, I'm so excited! I can't wait. It's gonna be a good time. I'm gonna do my normal, videos, full commentary. Not like this, there once in a while there'll be like virtual novels or certain, jrpgs where I'll do like a non-commentary playthrough, but there will be some that I will do like a normal stream or a normal upload with my full reaction. But until then, laters.